The doctor asked the secret. They're here to pick you up. No, that's not true. Really? Si Yongbao stuttering and anxious to ask. What do you mean your family has found you? They don't want to take you. Really is. My family members have contacted me. But not to take me away, but. It said she's in danger, hoping I can save her. RA is like that. You two secretly discuss this with each other. He wanted me to save someone. It has nothing to do with me. Sweetie, please help me this time. I can only find one family now. I don't want to lose her. Chao Lini also said to help Yongbai. Expand translation. I know this has nothing to do with you. But she's our family. If you tell us to watch him die, then we will be very sorry in our hearts. You told me to save people. What's the situation outside now? You don't know why. My information has been leaked to the outside world. I don't know how many people are watching. Itself in my hands. And also the avoidance of accidents. This super level 2. Getting out of here also means taking risks. I would do that for a stranger SAO. The young man walked away coldly. The two girls continue to embrace the foot of Xian. Expand translation. I couldn't turn my eyes and see her die. Chao Mini whispered into the ear of the epidemic. If you agree to save her, I will. What request do you make later? I agree with you too. As long as you agree to this, I will be with you. Hear exactly what I want. The doctor then asked if it was true. Do you agree? Your feet are always not good. It's so cold that she's outside. I'm afraid I won't last long. Just thinking about this, my heart hurts. Surprisingly, it's an hour. The young man thought. Yang Han Han. That's the genius hacker girl. That's what they mentioned before. 18 years old. Paralyzed legs, reliable computer genius. It's a computer engineer that the emergency department can't even afford. This one is holding the hands of the two girls. High voice. Okay, you two stop talking. If she was my sister, the two of you are Zhang Yi's sister. If she's in any danger, can I just fold my hands and watch? Chao looked at Truong Yi and said to himself, someone who thinks of himself first. Like he did, he agreed. He sure loves me. The eyes are happy. The translation is really thank you. How in your eyes? I am a person who only has interests. Don't think about what human love is. You think wrong. It's my cold. It's just how I show it to people. And for the person next to me, I appreciate it. Chao replied, I never doubted you. I know you're a man out cold in the heat. Expand translation. I will repay you very carefully this time. You only once disrespected me. How many times can it be? I have to see your strength. The next day. Give me the details of her current situation. Chao Kai Child Security, or you can talk. He was locked up in the academy. Celestial Academy is a noble school. Head of the city. The sky doesn't reveal information outside. Normal people don't know anything. This school is an intercollegiate school. From kindergarten to college. Only to train noble children. They will also recruit a small number of talented people in there after graduation. AI is also the seat of the two worlds. Politics and commerce. I know this. But if she's in school, a girl with 2 legs, I can live. To the present-day celestial students, they all have their own food supply. The food stored in the warehouse is also abundant. They hide in the school cafeteria. That's why we don't starve to death. But there's one thing I don't understand. If only she could contact the outside world. That's why Kia didn't contact you. But have to wait until now. I was worried, so I didn't have time to ask her. I'm calling her now. Yongbao. When I call you, I only hear a few sounds. Sorry, the phone number you called cannot be reached. Please call back later. And then I want to get back in touch with her, but still can't be contacted. Don't think too much. Maybe at first she thought you were dead. So I didn't call phone for you. It's not how far away the Academy of Astronomy is. About 10 kilometers about. Celestial Academy is located in From Banlan Manor to there. It takes 22.6 kilometers to go straight. Under the basic connection situation. It's as difficult as it is now. At this distance, you can call the phone once. It's also a miracle. I don't blame RA for that. But it doesn't rule out the possibility that they saw her die early. I should call you on the phone. Not me. I am good or bad as an adult. Go to the control room. You can use the Department of Safety's computer. There's a way. All three went to the Department of Emergency Management's computer room. Looking for ways to contact Han Han. Watch out. They're in a place where the signal is extremely unstable. Who are you? Where are you? Tell me. I'm looking for you right away. I'm in the school cafeteria. It's dangerous to get you out of here. His voice was terrified, screaming, the cat they killed, run the hell away. Monster. From the phone came a horrible scream. There's the sound of limbs and bones being torn and gnawed. The carpet is better. When I was living in the music hall I used to hear. Chang'e and 2 girls gathered. Listen carefully to the noise over the phone. I thought it was simply getting there. Then we'll get you back. But now look out. The situation is much more complicated than I expected. I'm a very annoying person. Don't worry about the epidemic. I said I was going to save her. I will definitely go. Now in my hands are 2 mutants. It can be a bit of a hassle though, but for me of the present, it's not a difficult thing. Kia's strange demon cry. It's mostly from mutant genes. Or another mutant. What's wrong with you? Now, I went away from home to the Academy of Astronomy to save lives. You're going on a trip with me. I'll go with you. No problem. If Yang Han Han, a girl with 2 legs, they can also survive a month, then prove that thing is not so. We can't deal with 3 mutants. Eating too much will affect your actions. If there's too much energy, food and water, in heterospatial enough to supplement equipment, the weapon can also be used in a pre-assembled state and put it in heterospatial space. Gun 6 is ready. The bullets are more powerful than before. The opponent is a hetero variant that can't be taken lightly. Mr. Zhang, I've crossed the river. I'm waiting for you on the side of the road. The time I wasn't here. For the safety of 2 people, you 2 go down to the underground room. What to do in the basement? This room is not very safe, SAO. If I tell you to go, just go. Okay, don't ask. Work hard. He did so because he was worried about the news. It was created jointly by us to deceive him, generally also suitable for normal style. That way, even if someone comes in, it will not endanger the safety of you. The food and water are ready. You 2 take care of yourselves. Thank you, Truong Duk. We are waiting for you to return. Zhang Yi, you must bring your piece back. Just when I get there, she's safe, I'm sure. We can bring her back safely without any harm. If I could, I wouldn't expect to. The person next door also has room. But that's how it was. If you want to survive, you have to work carefully. You can't be careless. Spring came very early waiting for the epidemic. Mr. Zhang, I'm here. I didn't say 9 o'clock in the morning. Let's see what time it is. It's not even because I'm afraid of being late. To delay Mr. Truong Sao's work, sigh for an hour, and get the car from the RA space warehouse. It's cold outside, oh. Mr. Zhang, where are we going today? Go to a school to save someone. Save people, oh. I get it. Definitely a relative or friend. It is very important to Mr. Zhang. Right? Very important, people think so. Truong thought silently. Computer engineering of Yang X. It's what I use everything to get. While Zhang was driving, Spring began to tell the story of tears. Mr. Truong. It's not that I boasted from the tears of our village. He must have loved me for a long time. Her eyes when she looks. I don't like to look at other people. That's right. She even came running to thank me. My daughter's face is thin now. If you like me, tell me what to be afraid of. Listening to all this nonsense, muttering irritably. If it wasn't for this fucking fat guy, it still works in the next. I really wanted to kick him out of the car. Then Zhang Yi asked the name of Spring. That's right. What attitude do people in your village have towards me now? You're talking like a flute. Then I heard Zhang Yi ask, and the Spring began to stutter. Hey, this sounds like Spring. The police also know how. It's easy to understand. I killed more than half of the village's men. They can look at me with their own eyes. Suddenly, the people came. That's the view driving the sleigh. The view is active. Long time no see. Zhang Yi quickly got out of the car to visit. Long time no see view. Your current state is also very good. The king clenched his fist and happily replied, that's right. Now I feel like my body is 10 years younger. It's like a 30-year-old. Both physical and mental are in a state of mind. Soon after, Truong Yi introduced Theo. This person is from Spring Lightning, is an ice and snow person. You can control the ice. This is the next view. Who's the body's powerhouse? Is an honorable 5th prize soldier. Then 3 people looked at each other. So the 3 people here are all dysfunctional. Cosmetic translation promotion. That just happened. People wake up less to pitiful. The probability of 3 people at the same time is very low. The view asked Zhang. Chang'e, what to do this time? We need 3 people to go there. 3 mutants together. The enemy's strength is not small. Right, Zhang Yi calmly said. It's not as complicated as people think. It's just going to school to save a girl. She's my girlfriend's sister. I've just discovered her whereabouts. Is in the school more than 20 kilometers away. I noticed something unusual nearby. It could be a mutant. Just to be safe, I called everyone there. He said as he handed out his hand. The scenery and the view are very close. Mutant organisms are not mutants, SAO. AI rules that only humans can mutate. People can change. And any creature, any cell can mutate. While waiting for new rules, below the comment or in the playlist, there's a lot of good stuff. The whole family supports. Let me have the motivation to get out quickly. My sister is very grateful. Subscribe to the channel and ring the bell to see the next dots. Below the comment or in the playlist. There's a lot of great long stories. Remember to watch it. I don't know what those things are. Animals and plants of Tianhai City. It's also very rich. You have so many pets. Seafood market also has sea fish with sea crab shrimp. Who knows what turns into a crystal? Of course there is also the possibility of people. But if you were a human, you'd be crazy. Truongyi thought silently. The sound of that. It's definitely not sound. It's something that normal people can emit. No matter what it is. The three of us out there can handle it. It's not SAO. I have this idea too. The three of us are united. Then nothing. They can threaten our safety. So what are you waiting for? Let's go. Start. The car rushed across the snow to the old address, Celestial Academy. Inside the physical home, there's a lot of people there. A girl who screams loudly. Everyone else is dead. Based on what a disabled person like this is, can still live. Another woman also added. It's because of this useless thing. They implicated us. They hurt everyone. He sat in a silent wheelchair. You have to lead her to Theo based on what? What's the use of a disabled person living, based on what she could live for? A girl clasped her hands and prayed for everyone to talk. Can we still live on? We can surely live on. It's definitely possible, but too many people have died. The girl said, putting her hands over her ears. Lai Human Private Garden 4 million private ceremony. Bad girl Kia has not let go of the Han Han. After a while, she looked back in disgust. Why people died? And she's still making it look. It has nothing to do with me. Then she pointed her hand in the face as if asking for a crime. Many people died like that. Why is this disabled thing alive? Take her with you every time you run away. You really mind dying? Teacher salary. Just throw her away and feed the monster. Those people are also bad-mouthed. That's right. What's the use of her being alive? This look of her. Maybe he will get sick that day. I saw that she was the broom that didn't die. The opposite always involves us. I see she's a burden too. If she dies, then people won't have to suffer like that anymore. A girl came up with a very cruel idea. If she dies, the monster will not let us go. But if there's a next time, then we throw her back to the monster. Is that okay? Like that. Well, at least it makes sense to sacrifice her life. General has been like this. What is she struggling with? Life is just a waste. We've protected her long enough. It's also considered to have been fully dedicated, right? Or don't bring her next time, Theo. A young man scratched his head and said, what people say it works. Every time the salary is not enough to leave a person behind. What is the result? People are still not the more dead the SAO. Know how many people are in the house. Physical encirclement of a disabled girl. I can't stand it now, said Zhang. Dreaming stopped.